welcome to episode 16 of the I'm Playing Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Thinkbird Monkey, aka Alex Nicol, aka Thinkbird.
He got it wrong again.
He just tap dancing first. Okay. I'm joined in this 16. Leave me alone. I'm on a roll. I'm joined by Conrad Window, aka Rom.
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
I'm also joined by Alec Ward, aka Alec. Spill it.
Yeah.
Get there.
And the final host of this crazy radio podcast show is Stephen Riley, aka Alec Ward, aka Caleb.
Hi guys, thank you very much.
It's going so well. We're going to play things a little bit differently this time. We're taking it down a level. So what we normally do is we normally talk about the games we've been playing.
We'll still do that.
And what we do is we talk about some news articles and our opinions, and at the end we get to, if you're lucky, a Conrad's combo.
If you
But
like.
this week's going to be a little bit different. We decided this is episode 16. We've been doing this for a few weeks now. We're already having a good time.
We're going to treat our podcast to a sweet 16.
We're going to tweet our podcast. Oh my god! What if you'd have thought of that beforehand? That could have been the whole thing, and now it's just like a little side.
Well, that's definitely going to be the podcast name, though.
There you go.
Sweet 16.
Fucking just name this bitch.
Yeah. So where's the extremely expensive car?
Yeah, where's my Lambo?
Yeah, where's my
That is dependent on me receiving a blowjob.
Fine, if you're going to give me a
Every
Lambo,
week, we try and avoid some sort of sexual talk in case the little kids are watching. Con's managed to do it in 1 minute.
Well, Con managed to swear and then insinuate that we were going to give him oral sex.
We're PG. He's our.
This is going good. 1 minute and a half.
But what we're also going to we're going to play the games we're playing first because that's always an interesting thing. But then we're going to just have a bit of a debate, or just not a debate. We're going to just have a bit of a question posed to us that we're just going to talk about, a discussion about a topic. And we also, actually before that, we are going to talk about some pretty massive games that have been announced recently. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time talking about that. The likes of Halo 4, Far Cry 4,
Halo 5.
Halo 5.
Far Cry.
And what else you got here? Glorious Leader, which looks pretty good from there. We're going to talk about that later on. First of all, we're going to talk about the games we're playing.
Yeah.
Do you know GameScoop? I told you a while ago. GameScoop do a segment like this called Games We're Gaming. I reckon they ripped us off.
Games we're gaming.
Yeah.
We really need to see when they started doing that.
And,
Games we're gaming.
Well, I think they
Grammatical sense.
I think they started doing it a lot before we did, but then they stopped and they brought it back after we've been doing it. So I reckon they heard and went, "Man, that podcast is ripping it up. Like we should really bring that back."
I thought
Games we're gaming, though, that doesn't even
That's
make
a
sense.
terrible
I thought we
Doesn't
should
even
be called
make
gaming with games.
Stephen Riley,
shit
business
that.
Stephen, we said you could be on the podcast and you didn't do this though.
That's those marketing skills coming in.
Yeah. Just reverse that bit.
Anyway, I am happy to start off.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm more
Alec,
than
what have you been playing?
Hey!
I've been playing. Go on, Conrad, you go first. I can
you're
see
a
how
star.
much that hurt you.
You're a star. So I've finally got 100% on a Lego game. Lego Marvel is 100% in.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah.
Sorry for Steve. Mate, keep it down.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Mate, that's a feat. That is
Yeah,
such
man,
a feat.
I was over the moon, man. The only other time I've had that sort of feeling was Saints Row 3 when I got 100% on that.
Yeah.
Because that was like 45 hours of...
Hardcore
Dildo
Saints
bashing.
Row. Yeah, dildo bashing nonsense.
Thanks, Steve. I'm not the only one to make some
Yeah, but
sexual talk now. so
his
His is relevant.
To do with
yeah,
games,
his is topical.
I'll pretend like mine was as well.
What would you have done if you completed everything but only got 99%?
For a little while, I was a 99.9, and I went for some reason. There's obviously you've got the the helicarrier, the shield helicarrier, which is where you keep going back to, and a couple of the other side of a map. They've got one cloud that you can get onto, where you can do a race, and for some reason, I don't know why the fuck they put it there, but that was the only thing I was missing. And I was flying around for 20 minutes, come on, you bitch, where the fuck are you? But it's all done now, all done. I've broken that box, so I never have to play again.
So imagine if you had managed to get 99.9% and then your save client corrupted. That would be horrific.
Steve, you're bringing back memories.
1 second, let me just give the readers some subtitles.
Bring some subtitles.
Subtitles?
Yeah.
Let me give you some subtitles.
No. For the hard of hearing, when it goes Steve looks very angry.
Good save.
Alex.
That's the hard of seeing.
That's
If you can't hear, how are you
Good point.
That's what's the word for that? That's assisted programming or something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, assisted. That's it. Yeah.
I've just got images.
No, my child. If you hadn't listened beforehand, my child of corrupted when I was a foot away from getting the last collectible and to get 100%. But then I got 100% after playing it again through. So I'm quite proud of myself now. Not as proud as Con because it wasn't as big. I didn't even get a platinum for it. 'Cause it was only a small, not indie game, like an arcade title. What's the word for games like small like that nowadays, but aren't indie? Arcade. I want to call it arcade.
No,
I
just call them arcade because they're the sort of games that would end up on
arcade store.
It's a 10-hour game, 10-hour story RPG. It's not
long arcade.
Yeah, State of Decay was counted as an arcade, and that's
Xbox.
That's infinite. You can play that forever.
You can play Child of Light on the Xbox.
Not the Xbox Arcade, because they took it down.
They did take Xbox Arcade down.
What? They took the whole arcade down?
No, they stopped calling it. They stopped calling it.
Oh, yeah.
The only other game I've been playing is Saints Row 4, which is absolutely fantastic.
I believe there was an article about that.
Yeah, there was.
Saints Row 4 was such a good game, actually, and I had a good time with it when I played it back in the day.
Yeah.
Back when I was young.
I couldn't get into it.
Last year. Only last year, wow.
Yeah.
You couldn't get into it?
No.
Just like that. Wait. Whoever can finish that wins a poster.
Anyway, what's everyone else been playing?
I've been playing. I looked on the agenda to find out what games I've been playing. I've been playing a game called Titan Attacks on the PS4, which is this is an arcade game. It's
How much did it cost? I just wondered.
I think it was.
Did you know?
I think it was $7.99, but I had it discounted on the PS Plus. So it was like £6 something.
All right.
And it's basically a rehash of Space Invaders.
Oh, okay.
But when they do a rehash, so it's Space Invaders on its core, and it starts off in the same level as Space Invaders. But then your little vehicle you can upgrade. The patterns of enemies change, and different enemies change. So it's like a jazzed up version of Space Invaders. It's good. It's not the sort of game that you need to look at the graphics for. You just look at the gameplay, and it is really good fun. And I haven't played. It's good to go back every now and again and play a game that you haven't played like that for a good old while. So I need to play it some more. I really only had the opportunity to play it for the last couple of evenings for a few hours. So I say a few hours, but an hour or so. So I'm looking forward to picking that one back up and giving it a go. And I want to try and get the 100% to that as well, because that one's got a gold trophy, unlike the Child of Light, which just had one silver and a load of bronzes. So I'm looking forward to getting that gold. But I need to get me some platinum soon as well. Rayman maybe, it's difficult. Platinum, I'm going to get platinum on Final Fantasy X I've been playing as well, which is coming along quite nicely. Good. I'm progressing in the story, getting my... basically, if you don't know, one of the things you can get is there's a different language called the Albed, the different people, they've got their own language. And you can collect this thing called Albed primers, which basically, the language isn't a different language, It basically means that, X in Albed is I. So it basically just means they'll speak in a language, but it just literally words are replaced. So this basically decodes what they're saying. And that's an achievement. And I'm doing pretty damn well with them. I've never got all of them before when I'm playing on PS2.
Yeah.
There was no achievements back then. There was no trophies back then.
So you should be able to platinum that though. That is probably possible to
Have you platinum that?
I didn't. No, I got bored of it.
I think that's why I won't platinum that.
Maybe. It's possible to do, but you need to be.
I might go back to NAC.
Giving it some effort.
You have to be a bit dedicated.
Yeah, it's because also the fact that you've got to you go back and get certain knack. You've got brittle knack and diamond knack and vampire knack, and they're only one trophies, but they're just really annoying to get because you've got to play through the story all the way through a few times just to collect little gems and bits and pieces. Which is a bitch.
Sounds
tedious. But good game. But
what have you been playing, Stephen, this week?
I haven't been playing anything new, only because Battlefield has been annoying the shit out of me with China Rising. Basically, with the expansion, you get the UCAV, which I mentioned when I was on last time. It's taken me about a week, which sounds appalling, to get 3 games on the air superiority and get 5 kills in a jet.
Didn't you do that in about 10 minutes the other day, Con?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah. It's been a bitch, and I finally got it.
Alex just done it while we've been talking.
Yeah. To be honest, I downloaded the DLC and I'd already had it. Yeah.
It took me a while. Cheers, guys. Many evenings it took me to get it, and now I finally got the UCAV, which is a little plane which you launch, control it, and it drives bombs and blows up. And it's actually pretty good. Pretty good, but it's really hard to control. That's the thing, not really. The amount of hours I spent to get it was probably enough. But then it's quite rewarding just getting this little plane, flying it into someone, and then just going, fuck this.
Games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and those collectibles, like, it's more enjoyable trying to get it than actually playing with it.
Yeah. It was a sense of achievement. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I've got it, and then got like into the map and like loaded it into my character class, and then like I was like, I actually don't really need this. I'm just using it for the sake of me spending hours getting it, which is kind of annoying. But
I very rarely upgrade my guns, so I usually just keep them. Even when I'm working towards a scope, but I don't want to use the scope. I just want the XP.
Yeah, the sake of getting it.
Give me the XP.
What have you been playing now?
I've been playing quite a bit. Dragon's Dogma, which did I talk about that last week?
Yes, you mentioned.
I think I mentioned. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting really into it now, and I'm getting so much further than I was before. And I'm still failing miserably at it though. So I'll probably write another failings of a gamer.
Can I say, do you reckon you got back into that because of Dark Souls has taught you some more patience?
Definitely. That's the main reason I was playing Dark Souls.
Kind of said that a little bit in the article, didn't you? Because you kind of managed to reflect with it. So, which I reckon is true.
But I've also been playing.
No, you're good. I'm just saying, talk more to the talk more to the old computer rather than over yourselves over there.
Me and Steve.
These guys don't have to strain.
here.
Yeah, we don't have to strain for the little ears to hear you having a little natter. Talk towards the people.
Me and Steve were having a nice little conversation. But I've also been playing The Walking Dead episode 3 In Harm's Way, which kind of has hay in it. Last time.
Yes, hay.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that was you were saying about hay.
It was in.
Still get it wrong. It wasn't hay.
In Harm's Hay.
In the hay.
But,
in the Harm's
Needle in the hay.
Or in Hayway. I'm not sure which.
In Hay's Way.
But yeah, so I've been playing that, and it's absolutely fucking incredible. Like, I played it for 2 hours straight, or however long it is, I don't know which.
I'd just like to point out very, very quickly, you're no longer PG, you're an R as well.
I said there.
You flipping Wally.
You fudging silly Billy. I apologise for the swears, but it's such a good game.
No, I'm the only one.
Yeah,
like a children's entertainer with a bunch of drunks.
Jimmy Savile.
No, he swore. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He just touched.
Fuck off. There you go. Now I'm no longer Jimmy Savile.
Or you're Rolf Harris. Yet again, you molested someone.
I don't play the wibble board though.
This is getting
You've got the little go-to. You got the little Rolf Harris go-to going on.
You've got the creative skills. That's a compliment.
And I'm hospital.
Anyway, should we go back to Walking Dead from molesting paedophiles?
Basically the same thing.
In fairness,
basically the same thing.
That will probably be an episode at some point. They're really good at shocking you and
the molesting dead.
Things. So yeah, they might
molesting the dead.
Somebody might get molested at some point. Molesting the dead.
It's an idea for a TV show I've had.
The molesting dead.
Pitch that to like AMC.
AMC have already said they'll give it 25 episodes.
It's the molesting dead.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
after talking about the games we've been playing this week, let's talk about the games we will be playing in the future.
Yes, Carlton, let's take a look at the games we've been playing. There's been some pretty damn big games going on this week.
Okay.
No, it's been pretty damn big games.
Yeah, today.
Announced today.
Today.
Yesterday. Today.
Every day.
Today.
Every day.
All the time.
All the time.
Every time.
24/7.
New game.
369 days a year.
2 more days. 3 more. 4 more days. How many more days? Ah.
Wow.
Every day.
Way to catch out Alex math and knowledge of the universe.
Anyway,
Math and geography
so,
are my Achilles.
Steve, Halo 5 Guardians has been announced.
It
How
has.
do you feel about that? Did you play
Oh,
it?
such a rookie mistake.
Steve doesn't like Halo.
Steve doesn't even Galaxy. Steve doesn't even Guardians.
Steve doesn't
I don't even
spell
Guardian.
Halo.
Steve Can has cheeseburger.
Yeah. No, am I looking forward to it?
Did you play Halo 4?
Halo 4.
Did I play Halo?
Halo 4?
I did, yeah.
This is becoming an
Such a racist cast. The race cast.
I did, but I don't think it stood out as much to me compared to the other Halo games.
Yeah, I was really disappointed actually.
I was.
I can remember a little bit, but for me, what stands out a lot actually is Reach. Funnily enough, stands out quite a lot in Halo 3. They're
Reach
Reach
was
standouts.
fantastic.
I think Reach was the epitome. Well, Halo 4 obviously done by 343. That's what I'm for.
Yeah.
So they had to take over the range. Yeah, it felt like a bit of a nothingness. The biggest thing that pissed me off so badly was how no one gave two shits and then found Master Chief again.
Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, cool guys.
It's fucking like someone can win the Europa League or the Champions League and they go mental for him, and someone saved the universe. Just like, oh yeah, Master Chief.
Nice one, man. Congrats.
You're back now. Go and fucking find us a shield or go kill some aliens or something. Come on, Marsh, you're like, fuck you guys. I'll just take the world.
Yeah.
I need to go get me some
That's
mac
how-
and cheese.
That's how supervillains are born.
Yeah.
That is how supervillains.
Do we have a spoiler or not with regards to anything?
Well, Halo 4.
Yeah.
It's been out enough longer now. We
Yeah,
can
I was
spoil
gonna say,
it.
especially what happens like Cortana, where you see it goes through.
Plus,
And
isn't
then,
Master Chief on the front cover anyway?
No, but I'm saying
Yeah,
Cortana.
that doesn't spoil anything.
Yeah, I'm saying Cortana. Like,
Master Chief isn't dead, if that's what. Well, this could be a prequel. So shit.
yeah.
He might be dead. No, we're not. Oh, right, okay. Well, if you right, let's at this time. If you don't want to know what happens at the end of Halo 4, then come back at 18 minutes. We'll have that to talk about Halo.
Cool.
No, 17 minutes from now. We've got a minute. Right, go.
And Cortana's dead.
So Cortana
Halo
dies
4.
at the end of Halo 4,
Yeah.
which is really quite interesting from a story arc perspective, considering she's been there the whole time, and it's been a relationship between John,
Yes.
who's
John?
the Master Chief.
It's Master Chief.
John is
Yeah,
that's
it's
his
Mark
name.
5.
Yeah, John.
Mark
Yeah.
5.
They call him. She calls him John quite a lot in 4. It's about their relationship quite a bit.
Yeah.
His surname
Which
is
is
Smith.
Yeah.
John Smith.
Actually,
It's good
if you see the
beer,
front,
it's like Fine Brew.
if you see the front image of the new Guardians trailer, some days, Con, you think
I just
potentially,
said-
as a thing, potentially could be a new armour for Master
Yeah.
Chief, in some sort of skeletal one, resemblant of you thought
Normally-
Isaac.
Yeah, I said Isaac Clarke, but normally when they do this, like two sides, I mean, Spider-Man did it a lot, where it had two sides, and it would be Venom Spider-Man and Spider-Man. That's the only reason I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why you kind of think it looks like a woman, and it probably is a woman. I was just more. If it's blue, I mean, that blue helmet just reminded me of Dead Space so much.
Yeah, I think the reason actually they're 20 seconds away. We can say this point to everyone rather than this. 10, 9.
Let's just go for
We
it.
sing a song. Sing a song. Hello,
Baby,
Mahane.
don't
Hello.
hurt me.
That's a terrible song.
Oh, come on, man. That's the Saints Row.
Okay,
Epic.
welcome back. If you didn't want to hear about the spoilers, so what I think, and we were talking about that. The blue light is very reminiscent of Cortana from the series, so that could be a whole thing, and maybe she's come back in some form and taken
Especially end of 4. Well, things are technically...
an android or something like that.
Because technically it could be possible based on the end of 4. It could be possible.
You just no, don't worry, keep going. Let's go.
That wasn't a spoiler.
You said come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
she
back
might
from
go
where?
on holiday.
Yeah.
Might have gone on holiday.
Straight to the Maldives.
It's not fucking PR. I'm just going to put in my holiday claim.
Go away. That means loads of different
They
things.
could come back. They could have disappeared. Could have got lost.
Come back for the sequel.
Come back for the sequel.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Jesus, thanks, Con. This podcast is over. Go home.
Anyway, though.
So
Anyway.
next, they've announced Far Cry. Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Release date of November the 21st.
This year.
Yeah.
Man, I love it.
And just in case you didn't realise, we're big fans of Far Cry.
Yeah. It's going to be in the Himalayas. It's going to be an interesting setting. I mean, it all depends how well they do the. Because I'm guessing there's going to be a huge part of it going into the mountain, not up the mountain. Because I don't know.
Have they? I haven't read too much into it yet, but have they said who the main character is? Is it the same for free?
No.
So you're not playing
they haven't
something
said it.
else?
They've said that the region's like Kiryat or something like that.
Or
Kivyat.
So you're not like another group of young people who go holiday.
They haven't said.
They won't stick in the same
They
story.
won't keep the same story. That'd be
All
weird.
they said was that open world, loads of exciting weapons, loads of exciting animals, loads of exciting vehicles.
Loads of exciting.
And they also said that you're going to be like removing a dictator pretty much who's
really?
put himself on the throne.
Oh,
And like even the front cover of the game is this guy who's like he's sitting on the throne, but like the throne shaped into like someone like attacking. So
really?
you know,
He's got his hand on
He's got his hand on someone's
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
I've seen they've photoshopped it so that it's Willy Wonka and he's got his hand on top of an Oompa Loompa.
All I want to know is whether you like end up in like a field of weed and just completely torture with a flamethrower.
I don't think they can redo that.
They should do.
That moment when you go into the field of weed
Skrillex.
and Skrillex
Pumps
starts
out.
playing while she's torching weed. It's
Yeah.
just
That is a
marijuana.
unique
yeah,
experience.
marijuana.
That was a unique experience. I was not expecting.
I wasn't expecting
I
it
was
either.
like-
As soon as like Skrillex
Yeah.
started, I was like,
Yeah.
It's good. Been done before though.
That's it.
Yeah, Halo. It's not Halo. Hey, Halo 1 did it. No, Saints Row 2 did it.
Did they?
Yeah.
There's
There's a mission where you're in a helicopter and you got a rocket launcher and you're fighting a helicopter at the weed factories and you're blowing it up and then you slowly get high and Bob Marley plays over it.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best missions in
episode missions
in Saints Row 2 in my opinion. So they're just stealing shit.
Yeah.
Just saying, Steve's precious mission has been done.
I thought it was pretty sick. Whether they took it before or not, still good. Anyway,
The other game I just wanted to very, very, very timely mention is that they've announced there's a game coming out where you can play as Kim Jong-Un.
Fantastic. So you said when it's tiny, you mentioned it tiny bit.
Yeah.
16-bit.
Yeah, it's going to be 16-bit graphics.
Who is it? Is it being made by?
It's going to be like a mobile and no. You pretty much it's called Glorious Leader, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be killing every American, pretty much. It looks pretty funny. So
I can see that going down so well in North.
and it's been developed by
like people that other shit doesn't go down badly. There's the memes of Kim Jong-Un looking at shit. I'm sure their whole.
Did you not see the North Koreans?
All they'll do is turn it into propaganda. They probably if it is about killing Americans, they'll probably release it over there.
Yeah, no, but that looks good. So I guess we'll just move on to the next part of this podcast.
Yeah, so this was a big thing for this week. We wanted to do something special for our Sweet 16, which we thought of a while ago.
Had you not listened to the beginning of the podcast?
We're starting at the start of the podcast.
And we wanted to basically just pick more of a conversation topic rather than what news was going on. It's just us chatting about games, very reminiscent of the first couple of podcasts we did. And one of the things I touched upon last time, or maybe even just with these guys behind the scenes, was that Child of Light was a very good intro into RPGs. It got me back into playing Final Fantasy, for example, and I'm sure it can get other people who are on the fence about RPGs to playing them for the first time. So I guess it's interesting. What games have we found that have got us back into certain genres or made us discover new genres? What were these games that were like the intro drugs into these wider genres?
Do you mean like what started off getting you into it in the first place, or getting you back into the?
Both and either. So what either did you play and think? What did you play a game and suddenly that you found yourself for the next few years playing that genre, or did you never play a shooter before a certain game and then you're suddenly you may not be obsessed with it, but you play good shooter games?
I think like the first for me, like one genre for me, I don't know if you can actually call it its own genre, but it's like point and click sci-fi games like Diablo.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Like, I hated that. I tried playing Diablo 1 and I tried playing Diablo 2 and I just hated it. I just couldn't get on with it at all. I'm not sure about you guys, but like using my mouse and just clicking someone to do something, it just completely killed it. And I could never really play again on that. Diablo 3 kind of came out and we kind of played it at uni, which is not exactly anything too, was fairly recent really, and that got me into it. I actually started playing it, and from that I could actually get on quite well, and I started playing Dota a little bit, and that kind of genre, that game alone allowed me to get into that type of game easier for some reason. I don't know why, but I just realised, I can actually play this now a lot more easier than what I could another. I'm not sure why.
How much did you play that game?
Of Diablo?
Yeah.
A decent solid few months. It's a solid, when was it, uni?
Yeah, we played it for a long time actually. It is interesting, I never really played a game like that.
Because it wasn't even
with one character beforehand. The only thing I'd really ever played like that was World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, on the online mode. We had something similar, which obviously Blizzard still, isn't it? So, but I don't even know I'd say that got me into the genre, because I haven't played anything other than Diablo like that since. You know what I mean? It's very, for me, it's very separate.
But it still opened it up though, because I wouldn't have considered that. Because I played Diablo 1 and 2, I wouldn't actually ever dare approach a game like that. If someone said like, "Oh, it's awesome," I'd be like, "No, I can't hack it." But since Diablo 3, I'd be like, "I'll give it a go now." So, for me, in that respect, it's pretty decent.
The first. Go on.
I'll let you go at the beginning. Yeah.
One of my games.
No one wants him talking. Let's go.
Unnecessarily. So the first game that really got me into RPGs was Oblivion.
RPGs.
Role-playing goods. Role-playing genres.
Okay.
Role-playing games.
Role-playing genres.
The game that really got me into role-playing games was Oblivion. And then from there, it just sort of spanned out into tons of other RPGs. Like Divinity was really good.
Oblivion. Was that?
Elder Scrolls.
That was
Was
that
that the game?
That game you played at one time. I think you did anyway.
Was that the game that it didn't do very well?
No.
It did really well.
Didn't do very well at the box office.
Oh, that's the
No.
film that didn't do it. You're thinking of the Tom Cruise film.
An indie game
No. You didn't
No.
play that one.
back in the 60s.
No.
I
wasn't
don't
born
know
in the
where to
60s.
I have literally no idea where you're going to try and take that one.
What? I don't need to take it anywhere. I'd leave it on the table.
We should take it here.
Everyone can see it.
I think you're talking about the Tom Cruise film.
What Tom Cruise film?
Oblivion.
No, that's the game.
God.
What game?
Oblivion.
Which one's that?
Can you
The
talk about
one that's
Elder
called Oblivion.
Jesus, what is going on?
I don't know. Alex just talking about Tom Cruise for some reason.
I'm
You
pretty sure-
confused him.
I don't think I confused it.
Oblivion.
The game.
The game
Yeah.
with Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise isn't in the. Tom Cruise is in the film.
Did you call your character Tom Cruise or something?
Who's in the game?
Well, I call my character Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise is technically both in the game and in the film.
Captain Picard.
That's Star Trek. Or Star Wars.
Yeah, but he's in
Star Trek.
Oblivion.
Luke Picard.
Captain Picard.
The man who plays him.
He's in Oblivion.
He's that.
Patrick Stewart
Patrick Stewart is in Oblivion.
with Tom Cruise.
In
No,
the
Patrick
film,
Stewart's
or
in Oblivion.
Is he actually in Oblivion?
Yeah, he is.
Does he play the king? I know
Yeah.
somebody famous.
Yeah, he plays the king, Patrick Stewart.
I'm pretty sure.
We're both on the same page now.
Ellen Page.
What? That's Juno.
Anyway.
No, that's X-Men, because Ellen
I
Page
bet
is the same.
any listeners we did have just turned off thinking, I don't want to listen to this pile of
I
wank."
cannot see part of the agenda saying waste time for 2 minutes.
Waste
Talking about
no
Tom
time. Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Oblivion.
Oblivion was a really good game that got me into RPGs. And then the game
Got me
that got
into
me
sci-fi
back
movies,
into... Yeah, sci-fi movies. But really shit sci-fi movies. And the game that got me back into platformers was Max the Curse of Brotherhood.
Ah.
Well, that's
very
more
more
that's
recent.
a puzzle platformer.
Yeah.
But since then, I was like playing Rayman and...
Loving it.
Yeah.
that's McDonald's.
Loving it, loving it, loving it. This again.
Loving it real.
Yeah,
Who
Comrade
sings
Jigger.
that? Who says? Who
I'm
does
loving
it?
it, loving it, loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Like that.
Loving it, loving
Do
it.
you
I don't
really
actually
like it?
Oh.
Is it?
Right,
Is it
Conrad, you're gonna start
wicked? I'm
talking.
loving it, loving it,
Conrad,
loving it.
what games?
Akon?
So,
Talk
I'm going back a bit old school compared to
That's what Will Ferrell would
to
have.
you two.
That's a really good film.
It's a good film, actually.
Yeah.
And the first FPS I remember really playing
FPS.
is Time Splitters 2.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Time Splitters 2.
We bring that up
That's-
pretty much as
I
often
know.
as we can.
I know we do
Not
talk a
bad,
lot about Time Splitters, but I mean Time Splitters 2 was 2002. I was 11. I just remember playing the absolute shit out of that game. Just absolutely brilliant. So fucking good. So hilarious. Great to play on your own. Great to play with friends. Just absolutely.
Top notch.
Yeah, it was a brilliant
It
game.
was fantastic. I remember playing just around my mate's house playing.
Yeah.
All we played, because it was the best mode, we played on the ice level with the big castle in the middle.
Yeah.
And we either played Infection or we played
Fire Infection.
Fire Infection, or we played
Yeah.
Capture the Flag. And we just needed that. That was just incredible.
The Fire Infection was just so good
It's
because
so-
you just
you'd be-
run around. You wouldn't even be killing anyone.
You'd be so panicked as well, because
Yeah.
you'd be running, I haven't seen anyone, all of a sudden they come around the corner and you're like, shit!
No, but it was Time Splitters that led me into the COD. It led me into
You
so
think
many
so?
more things.
It
Yeah.
led you into the FPS kind of thing.
Yeah. Brothers in Arms, I started playing as well.
Medal of Honor let me.
Medal
I
of
said Medal of Honor.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
will probably
The thing
be
that's
some.
Saving Private Ryan.
Uh,
Medal of Honor had a film, right? A bad one. Did
Yeah,
it?
it did.
Yeah.
What did they make? A film?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, it was really
I know they made a series of dreadful games.
Yeah.
It was like the first one or two that was quite
Mm.
good. I think Airborne was the last relatively passable one. How about you, Alex?
Yeah.
No, I didn't play Airborne.
No.
What about the games
What
that
games?
you got sucked into?
Well, I first watched.
You watched. You didn't play.
What's the film where he cuts the dragon's heart out?
Dragonheart.
What's the name?
What's that way there's like this heart and this dragon cuts it open and just I can't get it. It's on my fingertips.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play. I'll stop that now then. You tell me.
Ouch.
No, I mentioned RPGs earlier with Child of Light, so it's probably only fitting that I think the game that got me into RPGs was Final Fantasy IX. Actually, I'd I'd seen 8, but didn't really play. I didn't play 8 until I played 9. I had a mate at school who just kept going on about it, and I thought, okay, I have to pick it up. Sounded really cool. He made it sound really cool. And ever since 9, I love the Final Fantasy series, which then in turn got me into games like Dragon Age, the one about the dragons who age.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. We're familiar.
You know, and then it got me into the JRPGs. Got me into the more Western RPGs, where I will pick up Child of Light now and love it. And the turn-based combat of a JRPG, I think it's fantastic.
Has that affected your own RPG that you're making? That I'm playing are currently making?
Yeah, it has. Because Final Fantasy's so good at just having stuff in there for just the experience of doing it, and not everything's it's just part of the quest. Yeah. So when I'm going through it, and when we're talking about it, I'm just like, let's just put this guy in and like just have him doing something. That's just this guy, like
the organ player.
Yeah, just for fun. Because like Final Fantasy, like you walk around a town and like there's just people will just say stuff and they'll just be related and they'll just be funny, and it's not in there. The only purpose it's in there for is just to make you smile for a few seconds.
Well, it's more like real life in the fact that not everyone would be giving you a quest.
Yeah, like you can talk. Yeah,
Imagine you walked into the pub and everyone's like, "Can you do this for me?" I just came in here for a pint, man.
I mean, it's good because you play some RPGs where everyone fucking gives you a quest, and you stop talking to people because you're like, I don't want any more quests clogging up my inventory at the moment. I'll come back and talk to you. So that it's good to have just towns which are populated with people that just live in their lives. So that has affected. It also things like in combat, in the turn-based combat, for example, you guys are sort of saying it's weird that you can't see their health above, but our JRPG turn-based combat, like that's what it is. And like if you want to see their health, you either Fantasy X, for example, you either have weapons equipped with Scout, or you can cast Scout to see their stats. Like that's part of the tactic. Is like, do you waste a turn, or do you use one of your turns where you could be attacking, defending, healing, to scout them to see what they're weak to and things like that? That's whole part of what's going on. And like playing Final Fantasy and those turn-based RPGs has really affected how I see other RPGs. Actually.
I think I was something different. Is multiplayer games, and I think the one thing that actually got me into online games, thinking all the way back, is RuneScape.
Do you know?
I have to say that brought me into like.
Did you play RuneScape before you played WoW then?
Yeah, I played RuneScape.
Yeah.
Literally the first time I had internet available.
I had dial-up.
I didn't have it at home. I had it at my dad's work.
That must have cost you an arm and a leg to play RuneScape on dial-up.
My parents were paying for it.
But because I didn't have it at home. My dad had it at his work, and I would literally go to my dad's work in London, like in Dagenham, like on a weekend, and that would be my only chance to play RuneScape. And I would be hooked. I'm like, Dad, I'm coming to work on a Saturday, so I can play this game. So I didn't have it at home, and that's how it all started with.
Yeah, RuneScape got me into. I never played World of Warcraft, but RuneScape was the only sort of MMO that I've ever played that I can think of.
Yeah. The amount of time, man, that I was like going to a field and just like kill cows for like tan, and I just like stand in the middle of the town and just spam saying tan for sale, like tan hides, and people would literally get so fucked off with me, and they would buy it. There's at one point where I made so many pieces, and I just spammed it, and they were shit. And they gave me little help, and because I kept spamming it, some guy opened up the tray and said, "Can I have your pizzas?" I was like, "Yeah, how many do you want?" He went, "All of them." I was like, "Oh wow, cheers, man." Gave me like $1 gold, and I was like, "Oh, cheers." He goes, "Thanks, man. Can you just shut up now?" And I was like, "All right." That's
the birth of a salesman was born.
Yeah. No word but lie.
Into marketing, he went.
That's what he does now. He picks up the phone and goes like, "Do you want to buy some of this? Do you want to buy some of this? Do you want to buy some of this? Do you want to buy some of this?" He's just on Facebook. That's what his status is. Hi, do you want to buy some of this?
I go through all the methods, I email, I phone, if you block that, I turn up. Do you want to buy this?
Ding dong.
Standing in the middle of the town just going, "Anyone want a pizza? Anyone want a pizza?"
I have 100 pizzas. Please, someone buy them.
I remember playing RuneScape, and I mean, obviously you'd only be able to play it for like 2 hours after school or whatever, because you'd have homework or you'd go out and see friends or whatever.
Kind of social life back then.
Yeah, and a guy said to me, like one of our friends, said, "I want a 1K wood." would you mind chopping it down for me? And that took me like 2 weeks of just 2 hours. That would be all I'd log on
Was
for.
that Treasure by any chance?
No, it was Phil Lawrence.
Why would he ask you? Why didn't he do it?
Because he was like,
Yeah, he was a high level,
Yeah, he was
didn't
such
he?
a high level. It was like pointless for him to. He wouldn't get wood levels out of it, whereas I would.
Oh, right.
Plus, that way I'd get.
You
money.
would.
Well, he asked you to for
Cut
buy
down
off it.
1,000 pieces of wood. And
To buy
buy
it.
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
you'd buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then obviously no other
Back then it was like 30k for 1k wood.
Because that's when like, if you had friends who are higher up, they'd be like giving you like 20k, which would be nothing
Yeah.
to them, and then you'd be like 20k.
That's what I know.
Yeah, that much money exists.
It's like World of Warcraft when I found a twink weapon, and I was playing with Steve, who was
Oh,
like level
yeah.
top level, and I was like
Shadow
level
Keep
like
or something.
30. I was like level 25 or something, and Steve was just like, oh, and I was like, what? He was like, that's pretty valuable. That's a twink weapon. I was like, oh, and at this point, I'd never had a gold. Like 1 gold to me was like ridiculous, and I sold this for like 250 gold. I was like, I'm the richest man in the entire world. I can do anything I want.
I can go to auction house and buy all this gear.
Yeah, but Steve was obviously at a point where it didn't matter. He let me have it because he probably had like he probably just pissed away 200 gold on like a new sword.
I think I used to spend more than 250 gold a night on repairs.
Yeah.
Well, now
Easy.
you go to World of Warcraft, you get gold like within 10 minutes.
You do one quest,
A
and
quest
you get like
can give you,
40,
like,
yeah, 40 gold.
40
yeah.
Well, I mean start levels.
Oh yeah.
I've heard you can get gold like really quick from the start.
It's
Yeah.
Economies of scale have gone up. That's why I bet stuff costs more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Government.
The economy's still going down in the World of Warcraft.
Fucking government, man.
Yeah.
Thrall's fucking it up. Orgrim has not been the same since he was exiled.
I'm really tempted to play.
I hear a loaf of bread is
They're
almost
going
4
yeah.
gold these days.
I have been tempted
Takes
to
the
play
piss,
one. I
doesn't
have
it?
thought about it several times, but I just
It's like Nazi
I
Germany.
don't think I could.
Oh god.
I'm tempted to go back for Warlords of Draenor.
I would do, but then again, I'd look at my my Shadow Reaper Rogue in his full tier 2 like arena gear, and I'm like, yeah, I look fucking badass at like level 70, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is actually worthless.
No, but you can make it so that like you can make that your gear look like that gear.
I could do, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can do that now.
Yeah.
Which is a cool little change.
You guys would be well behind, wouldn't you? You'd be like.
Oh fuck yeah, my warrior would be. I had a
What's the
warrior
highest
80
level
druid.
now?
It'll be 100.
Oh really?
Is it?
It will be
Jesus.
in the next expansion. It's 90 at the moment.
Wow, I would not fancy leveling up my warrior or druid.
If you buy the expansion pack, you get one free upgrade to 90. Level 90.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got rid of your 60 over tonight?
I think it's any new
You-
character, isn't it? You can just start a new character, I think, probably.
Yeah, you can.
Doesn't
You
that
can
kind of take away the fun?
It doesn't, because if you're a
If
veteran,
you've got to start at
you
level
play
1, fuck me.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have to start again? You can't use
Well,
the same character.
you can do, but like if you're coming back to the game and your character's level 60 or whatever, then those 30 levels would be annoying to grind.
I don't think so.
Honestly,
I bet-
85 to 90 takes like 4 days.
Right, I get you, but when it goes up to 100, it's like 1 to 60 now takes nothing.
No.
Nah.
So I'm saying I bet you can get to 90 pretty fast, and then the last 10 will take freaking it.
Well, I've got a guy up to 90.
Oh right. Really? When was that? When did you start?
Yeah. No, I went back for like a couple of weeks because
What,
it was
a few
like-
weeks ago.
No, months ago.
Oh.
Like,
That's
actually,
what
I think
What?
you
You've got Cataclysm?
Yeah.
Oh right.
But the thing is,
You haven't got Mr. Pandaria, eh?
No, Pandaria is 90, so I've got 85 level for 85 guy.
So you lied to me.
Yeah.
You didn't just lie to me. You lied to Alec, and you also lied to Steve, and you
the
lied to the
podcast.
listeners.
All 2 of them.
Apologise.
Never.
Apologise.
But I was going to say, what I'd like to say though is that with this like boosting your characters, like where you can get leveled up so quickly, I don't think people learn the game properly. Because when I was like in Vanilla and Burning Crusade, it took you a while to get up to those levels because you started to learn how to play the game. But now you get up there so quickly, I think you'll get noobs at level 80. And,
The only thing with that though is like, in this day and age,
yeah, people want a quick win, don't they? They don't
Yeah.
want to spend like the
Yeah,
hours
exactly.
we probably put in was
Oh,
stupid, like, and you learn the game. But that's not the case now.
yeah.
But hey ho, that's
Anyway.
why I'm not playing it.
Speaking of hey ho,
You've got nothing relevant to Hey
You
Ho,
can
have you?
rhyme it with convo.
Which could be next.
It's not next though, because this is it.
What?
This is what's going on.
Oh, this is Comrades Convo at the moment?
This is just a special podcast.
Are we not going to bother with Comrades Convo?
This is all included. This is just special.
Ah.
What I was going to say is, I was talking about shooters earlier on. I think a game that triggered not only a re-interest in shooters for like us, but also a re-interest in shooters for like everyone was was a shooter, which was probably Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Because beforehand it was getting a bit stale. I know I played shooters. Let's say realistic shooters then. So I played other shooters, but I played like Call of Duty, the first one. Medal of Honor by that time I'd fallen off completely. Didn't play Brothers at Arms. Didn't play I played Big Red 1, I guess, but in World War II you kind of getting tired of it. Call of Duty totally rejuvenated that whole need for a shooter, and it was really exciting, and I really enjoyed playing it. It was fantastic. And then go forward a few years again, my FPS need died down with the we obviously played War a hell of a lot. But as Modern Warfare 2 and 3 and Black Ops, I went away from the genre. I didn't really play a lot of shooters until Battlefield 3 came out. And then I picked it up straight back again. So Battlefield 3 was another one that rejuvenated my whole FPS thing. And these are shorter stints than maybe we were talking about beforehand, but still these games are ones that snap you back up, where it's very easy to fall off and fall into different genres. So I think Advanced Warfare I'm very much looking forward to. I think the quality of shooters in between then and now and then, I don't think I'll have another slump. I'm still enjoying Battlefield 4 massively. Enjoy Ghost, that was good fun. Destiny's coming out later in the year as well.
That'd be
a bit different.
Which comes out after.
Like Halo to me.
Destiny's, well, it's only because it's Bungie, but I think gameplay-wise, it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before. I think it's going to be an entirely new genre.
Especially the amount of money they've pumped into it. 500
million pounds.
£500 million on marketing.
It's officially more money than any Hollywood film ever produced. The game industry is producing a film. Producing a game that's more.
That's ridiculous.
Than,
500 million on marketing.
That's
just mind-boggling.
That's development, marketing, and everything.
But more
everything.
people probably go.
But what people think they're planning for Destiny to be a 10-year franchise. So that's when they make the money back. They want Destiny's. They've got a plan set out for the next 10 years for Destiny.
That's the thing. Like, they last longer, and more people go into it because in a film you have the entire cast and crew, and then obviously you have like the people. Only just a few small teams that do like the editing and that sort of stuff. Whereas in games, you have
I think the money goes on CGI and cameras and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Whereas you have all of that plus the 1,000 people that take to develop it, because you have to like create it, and then you got all the people that have to voice it as well.
There's a lot involved. There's a heck of a lot involved. But Destiny, I think, will be good. It looks beautiful. It looks incredible. But I hope it is going to be, because a lot of people are a bit sceptical about it, and I want it to be good.
I think it's going to be the tits. I think it's going to be really, 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 really good. I'm looking forward to playing that.
When's it coming out?
September.
Is that this year?
Yeah, September this year, kind of Destiny coming. Going to be being released on all platforms: Xbox One, PS4, Xbox 360, PS3, and also. No, that's it. I don't think it's on PC. No, I think it's just the.
Are you sure?
It's just console.
Well, Bungie don't really do PC, do they?
Yeah, Halo wasn't. Halo started off on Xbox.
Didn't Halo's never been PC?
It has. Halo 1. Combat Evolved went to PC.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
And also there's exclusive content for PS4 for Destiny, apparently, to start with. And then it moves on to... no, it is available on PC.
Is it?
Yeah, because I remember the exclusive content for PS4 is time-based. So basically people with PS4s will get it first. Nice. And then after a little while, then PC people get it. I'm not sure about Xbox.
Platforms here. It says PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Doesn't mention PC at all.
Really? I've heard about the exclusive content to do with PC. I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard.
Look, do you need any bigger? Do you need any bigger than that?
I need my glasses, probably.
This is Wikipedia, though.
This is Wikipedia, but something like Destiny, like the people who are responsible for Destiny will go and make sure this is correct. They won't do a shit within their Wikipedia page. No, so I would trust
that over me.
I'd trust that over you. I'd trust Wikipedia over for everything.
That's very true. Even if it
even the Wikipedia on Steve Riley.
Yeah, the source has no.
I'm actually going to Google you.
I'm actually a little bit hurt. You'll probably find me on LinkedIn or something.
I would be hurt if I was you.
I am hurt. Good. But then again, it is also Alex, so I don't really give two shits as well. So it kind of balances.
I want for pictures, because more likely to find you on pictures.
I used to find pictures of myself on Google, but now there's some prick called Alec Ward who's like quite a decent junior table tennis player.
Oh, I found him. This is Cornelius. It's his thingy-majiggy.
Hey, that is me. You found me on Google.
Well, that is like the smallest picture of...
Yeah, it's here. It's on his thing.
Within my work.
Oh, I thought that was Steve, but it's just some guy.
Yeah, let me find him. He's there.
I'll be in the health and food side.
Steve, you look so smug.
Well, Seat and Sister is no longer gaming related. I suppose we better end the podcast.
Someone ended up Googling me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can read out. No, I won't read it.
No, God no.
Yeah, I'll read it out afterwards to you. It's funny. Yeah, I mean, this has been fun. We should do this again sometime.
Next week?
Yeah, next week. But I meant this format. Not the
Oh,
podcast.
right.
We're going to do the podcast again.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah. This has been our Sweet 16, which we thought of for ages. But if you are interested in listening to the other ones, you definitely should be, because I mean, Con's pretty damn charismatic in a lot of them. Steve brings up some interesting points a lot of the time.
Alex here.
Alex got a good set of facial hair going on.
Shame you can't see that because it's
Yeah.
an audio podcast.
Yeah.
We should do a vlogcast one day, or a vodcast.
I don't even know what that means.
A video podcast.
Stop mumbling. I can't hear you. We should do, definitely. People might be scared off by my beautiful, handsome face.
They wouldn't be
Or
scared.
sick.
They might be,
So sick.
because of love. Love.
Oh my God, this guy's so beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. But until then, you can continue to check out the I'm Playing fantastic content, including Con's recent article on Saints Row 4, including Alex's recent article on failures of the gamer about Dragon's Dogma. He really does fail as a gamer.
Pre-failed.
Steve's recent article, what have you done recently?
The ones
Sticking to the Man. Sticking to the Man, yeah. Steve's recent article on Sticking to the Man. The World of Blizzardcraft coming up. My recent article on, what have I done recently? I did the article on why delays in video game is a good or bad thing.
That's not out yet.
That's going to come out soon. What else have I done? Something else.
I can't remember.
And I did the podcast
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
No, and I did the podcast on. We post the podcast, I should say, on Mixcloud. Also LinkedIn.
Are we on LinkedIn?
No, what?
Okay.
No, we're not. On YouTube.
should
On YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/I'm Playing, and on Twitter, which we're at I'm Playing. Please send us your messages, send us your thoughts, what we should do, what we should review, what we should talk about in the podcast. We always welcome feedback and creative criticism.
No, that's not mine.
Is it not? It's yours. Thank you very much for having us here. I've been Alex Nicol, aka Think My Monkey. I've been joined by the always fantastic Comrade Window, aka Ramadan.
Thank you for listening as always, guys. Thanks for putting up with our shite.
Indeed. We have the always amazing Alec Ward, aka Alex Phillip.
Thank you. That was really kind.
And we've been satisfied with Steve, Stephen Riley, aka Kelius.
Thank you very much.
Delighted with
Cheers.
Steve, but I had an A,
Yeah, to work with something.
and that's what it is.
That's fine. That's cool.
We've been
Thank you.
superbly satisfied with Steve. Until next time, thank you very much from the boys here, and keep checking out the website. Thank you very much.